Let's march on, chat. Let's do it. We conquered the 80s, and by that I mean you. Who will be the team of the 90s? Let's see how the first 2 months of this season play out. The deadline has been pushed back until the end of January. So let's see how this plays out. And immediately for you guys, Greg Kite got hurt. So we will have always adjust rotation. We'll see how this plays out. Same thing for me, always adjust rotation. And so far, the Timberwolves are absolute trash, but I do get a trade offer. There we go. I got the first trade offer here. So it'd be Doug West and Melvin Lucas for Fat Lever and Herb Williams. Why the fuck would I do that? Why would I? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let's see. Always have computer handle scouting. Beautiful. All right, I got another trade off from Mark Eaton, I think, for Sam Mitchell. It is Sam Mitchell. I mean, Sam is what? 28? Mark Eaton's 26. All 7'4". Mark Eaton. Oh, MK. The eras are unbelievable. To be honest, I mean, Eaton is better in a sense. He's 2 points worse. He's about as good. The only problem is that Mark Eaton got that good potential, but he is 26. The only issue is that Mark Eaton is a little bit more expensive. And I am now very much weary of the salary cap. But I do have plenty of space in hard cap. So that's the only thing that I'm worried about is the contract on Mark Eaton. As it is, what happens if I end up with Shaq? We got Randy Brewer there, Tellis Frank. I do have Luke Longley as a center. It's not that great though. I like Mark Eaton, but I'm gonna say no for the sole purpose of the money. That's all I'm thinking about right now is the money. We learned our lesson. Slow and steady is the approach here when it comes down to the money. I get it. Wow, you guys haven't gotten a single trade offer yet. That's really weird. But it would be Scott Brooks for Mr. Anderson. Anderson is 27. Brooks is 26. The money difference? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Apparently, I'm going to be operating in the red as a team. So that's good to know. So let's take a look then for the first 2 months of the season how we are doing. So in the West, my Minnesota Timberwolves second last in the conference. 7-20. Only Denver so far is worse because they have a game at hand. In the East, your Orlando... Wow, the Hornets are number one right now. Your Orlando Magic are dead last at 2-27. Well, right now, needless to say... With 8 losses in a row, chat leading the way to try and get Shaquille O'Neal. Let's see what happens through January. How the hell are you guys that shit? That's incredible. That is incredible. We'll see what other trade offers might come down the pipeline. Okay, so you guys do get a trade offer. And it would be Sam Vincent. 28-year-old point guard. He's as good as he's going to get at a 74. For Craig Hodges and a second. That second originally belonged to Chicago. This would save you money. I mean, yeah, you technically make your team worse. Do I even need to debate this? I think you guys take this. It makes your team worse. You get a free second-round pick for making your team worse. Like, do I even need to put it to a vote? I would take it. You save money, you get a free draft pick, it makes your team worse as you're tanking. All right, done deal. So that is a successful deal with the Chicago Bulls, as they are stacking up. So done deal there with the Bulls. You guys make the first trade. Always have the computer adjust the rotation. See, I got a trade off for myself here. Let's see what I got. So Tony Campbell for Ron Anderson and Kenny Payne. Campbell's 29. I believe he's my best player. Ron Anderson is 33. Kenny Payne is 25. So basically, do I want to get rid of my best player for nothing? And the answer to that is no. I would like to trade Tony Campbell, but I'm not going to give him up for literally nothing. That's not going to happen. As I end up beating you guys, I get another trade offer. Doug West and Sam Bennett for Cedric Ceballos and a first, unprotected first in 1995. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Interesting. That 1995 draft features the likes of Kevin Garnett, Michael Finley, Jerry Stackhouse, Rasheed Wallace. I like that. How old's Doug West at this point? 20. Wow, Doug's only 24, though. Woo! Doug West is that good, huh? 24, A potential. He's only a 76 at 24, though. Like, how good is he actually going to get? And then Sam Bennett's just a scrub. Bios is 20. Ooh, well, I mean, Cedric's 22 and an A-. Wow, okay. Well, yeah, I'm taking that. I didn't realize Cedric would have an A- potential. So, Caballos is 2 years younger, 2 overall points worse. Pretty much an even potential, but I also get a first-round pick. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. I didn't think Cedric was going to be that good. So that'll be my first trade, is sending Doug West to the Phoenix Suns for Cedric Ceballos and a first-round pick in 1995. That is accepted. Apparently, I am under the minimum player limit. Good to know. Sign somebody for me. It doesn't matter. So a week out from the draft, or from the draft, I wish, from the deadline. You guys get a trade offer. Sending Scott Skiles, after all this time, to the Sixers for Ron Anderson and Nick Allen. So Skiles is 27, 79 rated B potential, so he's about as good as he's going to get. Anderson is 33. Yeah, that's a no. That's a no. That's a pretty bad offer. It's a pretty bad offer. And I immediately got an offer for Cedric. 1993 first rounder from Chicago. The 93 drafts includes Chris Webber, Sam Cassell, Cliff Levingston, who's 31. The problem is, it's a Chicago first rounder. So it'd be like, I could be anything. It could even be Cedric Ceballos. So that's a no. That's a no. I will not be accepting that deal. Thank you very much. All right, you guys. I mean, there's no way you're trading that 94 first rounder. I'm not even going to look. The idea of you guys trading a first rounder. I mean, it is top 10 protected. Actually, I misread this. You'd be trading Jerry Reynolds for a 94 first rounder, but it's top 10 protected. Reynolds is 20. Okay, so you might as well do that then. Reynolds is 29 and as good as he's going to get. You might as well take it. It makes you worse. You get a first round pick. I mean, Detroit does have a top 10 protected, but why not do it? So again, I don't even think I have to leave that up to a vote. I think you guys, it's like, yeah, whatever. Get rid of Reynolds. We're tanking. So there you go. I don't know what the AI are doing. They're trying to make their team better. Like Jerry Reynolds, for a 74 is not that bad. You got to realize there's, what, 7 90s? So yeah, they're trying to compete with Michael Jordan is what they're doing. I mean, again, they got Dumars, Thomas, Rodman. They're trying to compete. So that is a done deal. You guys pick up an extra first rounder from the Pistons. And that is it. For the month of January, there will be no further trades. So, as of February 1st, your Orlando Magic are 2-42 with 23 losses in a row. 23 losses in a row. My Minnesota Timberwolves at 11-32. So I'm trash. You guys are lower than trash. Jesus Christmas. You'll just have to hope that the odds are in your favor. But right now, the Magic very much in the running to be the ones to get Shaquille O'Neal. Let's see. Fill out roster automatically. All right, so let's take a look at the 1992 All-Stars. Eastern Conference, Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, Larry Bird, Patrick Ewing, Dominique Wilkins, Joe Dumars, Hershey Hawkins, Brad Daugherty, Scottie Pippen, Reggie Lewis, Larry Johnson, Michael Adams. In the West, John Stockton, Clyde Drexler, Karl Malone, David Robinson, James Worthy, Magic. So Magic hasn't retired mid-season like he did IRL. Kevin Johnson, Olajuwon, Chris Mullin, Danny Manning, Otis Thorpe, and Terry Porter. In the dunk contest, Cedric. All right. Again, I only want to watch it if we have, like, teams to compete. Like, if we're competing against one another, because it makes it more interesting. But Cedric is in the dunk contest. Three-point contest features Nick Anderson. So we each have a representative, one in the dunk contest, one in the three-point contest. But, yeah, nobody directly competing. So we'll go ahead and sim through those, which means we're pretty much on pace to just sim through this next month and see if you guys keep losing games hand over fist. This is ridiculous. Grade 8, what's up? All right, the contract extension deadline. So for you guys, we sort this out. I mean, Matt Harrell, his deal's up. C- potential. No real reason to keep him. And Jabari Newman and Matt Collins both want to test free agency, so you guys got nothing to worry about. For me, Scott Brooks is refusing to come back. Dickhead. And then Mitch Sims isn't that great. So, all right. I mean, I'm going to lose Scott Brooks, but apparently he's frustrated. Let him be. How the hell do you guys have 10 million in profit, but I'm 5 million in the hole? And will that affect us? Let's move on to April. Let's move on to April. You guys are controlling the Magic. You were in the West last time, which means you're in the East this time. And in the Kobe era, you'll be back in the West. So let's see. The Hornets have clinched out of the East. Your Orlando Magic on a hot streak, 5-67. You have lost 12 games in a row again. And for me in the West, I'm at 21-51 with the Minnesota T-Wolves. So, you guys have already clinched the top odds to end up with Shaquille O'Neal. I could end up as high as 22nd, as low as 26th. But yeah, the Magic will have the top odds to bring Shaq in. Let's go ahead, sim through the rest of Season 1. And we'll see how this all plays out. Michael Jordan. Never heard of him. Michael Jordan wins League MVP in 1992. I'm shocked, I tell you. Shocked. 23 points a game. It's MJ, no shit. Rookie of the Year, Larry Johnson. The Charlotte Hornets. Averaged a double-double, I would hope so. Detlef Schrempf was the 6th man of the year with the Pacers. Defensive Player of the Year, David Robinson. In San Antonio. Sam Besser just bopped the shit out of Warrior. Sam, thank you for the bits. Good Lord. Just bop the shit out of that man. Oof. Have fun, Warrior. Have fun. And Purvis Ellison won Most Improved, Coach of the Year, Executive of the Year, whatever. So the All-NBA first team is Jordan, Drexler, Malone, Pippen, and surprise, surprise, Patrick Ewing. The All-Defensive team, Robinson, Pippen, Rodman, Michael Williams, and Michael Jordan. And the All-Rookie team, Larry Johnson, Kenny Anderson, Dikembe Mutombo. Bagel bops the shit out of Sam. Love to see it. Love to see it. Chat's apparently going to be toxic towards one another tonight. You got to love it. Terrell Brandon, Billy Owens. So, we'll talk about the playoffs here in a minute. Let's get confirmation that indeed chat was the worst. 6-76, the worst season of all time. You won 1 out of 41 home games. And I finished 24th out of 27. So I have top 4 odds, but you guys will have the best odds to end up with Shaq. In terms of the player stats, by the way. For you guys, I mean, Nick Anderson still did well. Skiles as well, 8 assists a game, but yeah, that's a team that's missing Shaq. For me, a little bit more well-rounded, but obviously both of our teams are pretty bad. Both of our teams are pretty bad, which is how it played out IRL, so it's fine. League leaders really quickly. MJ led the way in terms of points per game. 16 rebounds a game for Dennis Rodman. Love it. Love it. 12 assists a game for John Stockton. All these are fairly accurate. They are. 3 blocks a game for Patrick Ewing. Damn. Mutombo averaged almost 5 fouls a game. That's beautiful. So the playoffs here in 1992. Ivory, that sounds ridiculously fun to watch. I am jealous. In the Western Conference, Blazers and Rockets, Spurs and Seattle Supersonics. I almost said Seahawks. We've been playing so much Madden. You got the Suns and the Warriors, the Jazz and the Lakers. In the Eastern side, the Hornets and Heat, the Nets and Celtics, Knicks and Pistons, Bulls and Cavs. So Chicago only ending up with the 2 seed in the East. Let's see how the first round goes since neither of us are in it. You have the Blazers over the Rockets, the Supersonics sweep the Spurs, Suns over the Warriors, and the Jazz survive the Lakers. So it'll be Blazers and Sonics, Jazz and Suns. Eastern side, a 5-game series between the 1 and 8. The Hornets advance. The Nets beat the Celtics, the Knicks over the Pistons, and the Cleveland Cavaliers have upset Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls in the first round of the 92 playoffs. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. So it's Hornets and Nets, Knicks and Cavs. Let's see how the second round goes. You have the Supersonics upsetting the Trailblazers, the Jazz over the Suns in 7. The Nets upset the Hornets, and the Cavs upset the Knicks. So it's a battle of 2 and 5, Utah and Seattle, and a battle of 4 and 7, Nets and Cavs. Okay. Who's going to the NBA Final in 1992? And it will be Jazz and... Oh, the Jazz are winning. They swept Seattle. The Cavs did beat the Nets in 5, but John Stockton and Karl Malone are going to do what they could not. And they are, they're going to get this done. They're going to get this done. I do like the Cavs. I mean, I said the Cavs roster was interesting, but the Jazz are going to win it. The Jazz are for sure going to win it. Let's see what happens here. Game 1 to Utah, 123-96. Game 2 to Cleveland, 119-112. Game 3, Cleveland, 126-108. Game 4, Cleveland. A young LeBron James cannot believe what he is seeing. The Cleveland Cavaliers, one game away from winning the 1992 NBA Final. Will they do it? Are the Cleveland Cavaliers about to pull this off and win the title right here in Utah? Close game. Cavs are pulling away. Let's see. Now again, reminder. There will be a different setup, different presentation. Let's see it for the first time. Look at these graphics. Look at these graphics. Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh goodness, let's go with probably broadcast zoom. Still think is the best one. Nosebleeds actually isn't that bad of a camera. We'll go broadcast. Beautiful.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they wanted.
The Utah holding on to dear life. They gotta win.
Price is so accurate as a shooter. He makes smart decisions and selections when it comes to shots that he's going to take.
Let's see.
Textbook.
And the second of two.
Mark Price hits the second. The Cleveland Cavaliers up by 7. Minute and 10 seconds away from winning their first NBA championship. Doherty just takes Karl Malone's lunch money, and Utah is in big trouble.
With the screen on Malone. Elo, the pass to
Oh, good interception there on the Elo pass. The Jazz are running out of time. Fancy moves. Hits it though. Sweet handles. Leads down to 5, 44 seconds.
44 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
They're not going to foul Elo yet.
They double him with Stockton. Elo, the pass to Williams. That's good from Price, the assist by Williams.
That was filthy. Filthy passing for the Cavs. I can't believe that Stockton and Malone are going to make an NBA final against Cleveland and not.
The scoreboard are all in their favor right now.
And the Jazz call time here.
Can't believe it.
They trail by 7.
The most Utah basketball thing to ever happen.
Guys, what do you think?
Not much time left here. You think you have a chance to come back? I'm not sure.
I seriously doubt it, but it's clear.
7-point lead with 34 seconds to go. Are the Cleveland Cavaliers about to be crowned champions in our first season in the Jordan era?
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Time call.
Immediately called a timeout, unfortunately.
They're down.
You can tell it's the 90s, though. It's a lot more colorful.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They are still fighting hard. That's admirable, but I think this one's just about done.
Unfortunately, these timeouts are dragging it out. It's like a goddamn real basketball game. Hey, let's call 17 timeouts in the final 2 seconds. Let's just hang out. Let's just hang out for a while. Utah needs a 3, and they need it fast.
Here is Edwards. Time call here.
Stop calling timeouts! Stop it! How have they not fixed this? This didn't happen at all in the 80s. They didn't call timeouts in the 80s.
It's going to be
Get to the 90s, now all these fuckers doing and calling timeouts.
stranger things have happened.
It's ridiculous. Please be out of timeouts. Is there a rule where you can't call more than one timeout in a row? Please. All right, here we go. Let's see if they can connect on this inbound play perfectly for the 4th time. Hey, here we go. It's Stockton. John, you don't have time for this. Karl Malone turns it over. And they're giving up. In 1992,
They deserve
a young LeBron James watching from home witnesses the Cleveland Cavaliers win the NBA championship
Oh, they've done it. The Cleveland
in Utah.
Cavaliers are the new NBA champions. Just tremendous.
Thank you, everyone, for making
That's tremendous indeed.
Crowned a champion
I have not done anything in the Kobe area.
to win and to do it with a crowd that was so emotional and
Larry Nance.
You've beaten the
I like the
team.
update. I like it. They got more modern graphics.
Yeah, it's a
Chips Ahoy.
sweet moment for the home crowd. With all full credit to the visitors and the amazing
Cleveland Cavaliers win the NBA title in season 1.
And boy, this is the moment they've been working towards all season long. And
Yeah, Larry Nance high-fiving fans. Yeah, LeBron instead will now pursue his passion of being a soccer player.
Now, let's take you to the presentation of the Larry O'Brien Trophy. NBA Commissioner doing the honors.
It's still going to be glitched out where it doesn't. Yeah, it's still, for whatever reason, it's still glitched out whenever you jump in. It doesn't properly show people with the trophy. I don't know why. There he is. Old David Stern handing off the MVP to Larry Nance. The Cleveland Cavaliers. Steve Kerr and the Cleveland Cavaliers have won the 1992. That's Brad Daugherty. Was it Brad Daugherty? I don't think that was Brad Daugherty. If that was Brad Daugherty, he's I don't know about that. Was it Brad Daugherty? Maybe it was. Yeah, I guess it was. 43. Fair enough. I presumed it was Nance. Fair enough. They were showing Nance celebrating with a lot of people, so I just presumed, yep, it's him again. I lived it. I believe you, Neely. I believe you. Yeah, Utah did win game 1 and then absolutely blew it from there. The Cavs win it with Brad Daugherty winning the MVP. He looked short. That's the thing. That's the thing that fooled me. I was just flat out wrong, but that's the thing that fooled me. Granted, Larry Nance, big man. He was like 6'10". Is 6'10". He's not dead. But Brad Daugherty is like 7 foot. I don't know. He looked kind of short. Larry Old Nance. There you go. But Brad Daugherty wins the MVP. Fair enough. 88 rated. And yeah, the Cleveland Cavaliers are champions. There you go. Let's take a look. Little player stats for the Cavs in the playoffs. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, 11 rebounds a game. He deserved it. Mark Price was great, too. I was rooting for Larry. I was rooting for him. This reality hurts my brain. So that's it. Cleveland wins it. But who will win Shaquille O'Neal?